I've said this before and I'll say it again. There's a difference between educating and indoctrinating. Educating and indoctrinating. To educate is to raise one's awareness, to enlighten. When you enlighten, you just spark the energy of somebody within. You give somebody light. That's why they got that image of the light bulb when shit click and like, oh, ding, you become enlightened. But it's the light within that gets sparked. That's what education does. A good teacher educates, sparks the light of a youth or a teacher, even at an old age. I know I'm a student. Indoctrination is programming you to signals that may be relative to cultural norms or maybe just your principles within your household. Don't put your feet on the couch. That's a form of indoctrination. That information is just a programming you have to instill. But educating might be telling them the reasoning behind not putting your feet on the couch, giving them a means to critically reason rather than a means to just instill the signal and the level of programming. Indoctrination is like the installation of signals. Education is provoking and enhancing your signals to inquire, therefore grow. Big difference between education and indoctrination. You know which one I prefer. But indoctrination can serve of use if the principles are righteous, principles are moral. Even if a nigga don't know the reason, and they can tell you, hey man, you need to be drinking water or you need to be eating some fruit. And you inquisitive why, it sparks the mind, but they might not be able to educate you on that. I just know you need to drink water. So they're indoctrinating you technically, but that's a quote unquote moral form of indoctrination. And then it's bad forms of indoctrination. When you tell me Christopher Columbus founded America, why you gotta say founded? Since you over there, you know what I'm saying, creating illusions, you using words like founded. Because it was already found. He's like, nah, he found did it, nigga. Somebody found it, he found did it. But that's indoctrination. That is a misdirection, a form of programming that does not enlighten me. It misdirects me from the truth. And not only does it do that, it stagnates my energy because my innateness low key know the truth. When I heard certain shit like that, I was stagnated in school. That's why I don't like history. I just felt they were lying, or this is not the mathematics of the universe. Our K through 12 system, we indoctrinate more so than we educate. Education, again, is sparking that light to someone within. We force upon subjects that some kids ain't got no interest in. I get math. Math is a universal language. I get math. I get the language, English, and I get science. But history, that shit up out of here, B. Let history be taught at the niggas' houses. Let history be taught by the community. Let it be known that history is relative. But I'm ranting 3 minutes. You know, I ain't did one of my rants in a while. I be trying to go under the 1 minute mark for you niggas because a lot of minds in this social media era has become short winded. You know what I'm saying? And want to hear a nigga ramble. But, you know, only 341. It's your boy Dame. It's a big difference between education and indoctrination. You got a youth, you got kids. If you're a student yourself, be sure to seek education. I was indoctrinated and I thought I didn't like education. But once I developed the skills to self-educate, I don't even want to call it that because I'm adhering to books and principles and ideas that came before me. So it's never myself educating, but seeking out the information with my own autonomy and then getting the education. You feel me? So a form of choosing my education. I didn't do it by myself, but I chose to educate myself on certain things. That's when I learned, oh shit, I love learning. I love education. I love to be enlightened. I didn't know I was a nerd to my 20s. Sheesh. But I didn't. I was getting in. We all got indoctrination. Some teachers made us critically think. Shout out to Mr. Dunn, my 11th grade teacher. He made me critically think, and that was really the first spark. Like, oh shit, I kind of like writing. I like, and then from that point of self reflection, self introspection, whatever you want to call it, I started realizing the things in this world that educate me, that enlighten me. Some things I pique an interest to, some things I don't. Some things I'm like, that's not really my subject. But if it has universal principle in that shit, to some degree, and most things are astronomy, math, chemistry, they all deal with the universal elements. They all deal with the universal principles before us. They just explain it in a different jargon. So for me, if it has those principles in it, I'm triggered because I got those principles in me. That's the spirit. That's the universal truth. I'm connected to it. So if something is conveying that, it automatically piques my interest, and I automatically become that student of light and knowledge and education, not indoctrination. Big difference. Vibe high, much love. Educate yourself, educate your kids. Education is just provoking growth. Simple. Indoctrination can, again, like I said, eat your fruits. The nigga might be programming you to do something, but fruits itself has a moral objectivity to it, to where the programming it is that. That's the thing. If you're gonna indoctrinate, some programs is cool. Not all programs that niggas get indoctrinated into are quote unquote immoral or bad or detrimental to your health. So if you're going to indoctrinate, program some truth, some life, some shit that will develop their consciousness more, because that's what it's all about. Develop their growth and their consciousness more. Don't program them with that bullshit, that man-made, felonious, because we from here, we do this type of shit. Don't say it's right or wrong because we eat with a fork, a metal fork. Don't say it's right or wrong. That's some subjective shit. To say, hey, you should eat like you shouldn't eat with your hands. In other cultures, they eat with their hands. So that's indoctrination. That's how you can find the difference. Indoctrination is like a program of what to do. Education is gonna let you know, hey, we don't even know in the first place, nigga. I'm gonna make you speculate. I'm gonna spark your mind, and that'll trigger you to move forward towards some more information. Education is damn near skepticism, while indoctrination is forced programming. 7 minutes. Hey, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Too much time for you niggas. Vibe high. Much love, man. Love yourself.